You know, there was a king who was willing to shake the foundations of the beliefs of the entire country, break thousands of years of tradition, and change the map of power in Europe, all for the sake of one personal ambition: to have a son. He was no ordinary tyrant. He was a king who was initially worshipped, then feared, and eventually remembered as one of the most fickle rulers in history. Who is the man whose one-man ego changed England forever? Henry VIII, 1491 to 1547, was not initially prepared for the throne. As a second son, he was educated for ecclesiastical life. However, the death of his brother Arthur brought him to the throne in 1509. Early in his reign, he was a handsome, athletic, learned, and very religious young king, to the point that Pope Paul gave him the title of Defender of the Faith. Problems began when his first marriage to Catherine of Aragon failed to give him a male heir. Only the daughter, Mary, survived. Henry is convinced this is a curse. When he fell in love with Anne Boleyn, a woman who refused to be a concubine, he requested an annulment of the marriage from the Pope. Rejected due to Spanish political pressure, the Catherine family, Henry took radical steps. In the 1530s, Henry broke with the Roman Catholic Church. Through the Act of Supremacy 1534, he declared himself the supreme head of the Church of England. He dissolved the monasteries, confiscated his wealth, and punished anyone who opposed it. This change in the beliefs of the entire nation began not with theological reform, but with the desire of one person to marry again. The cruel wheel of fortune, 6 wives, and irony acquire. Anne Boleyn was married, gave birth to Elizabeth, and was executed on false charges. Jane Seymour gave her the coveted son Edward, but died after giving birth. Anne of Cleves was divorced. Because of failed political alliance, Catherine Howard was executed for infidelity. Catherine Parr survived as a nurse in her old age. Henry died in 1547, sickly and very obese. Ironically, his lifelong ambition to obtain a male heir ended in vain. Edward VI died young, while his 2 daughters, whom he had rejected, Bloody Mary I and Elizabeth I, became the queens who determined the future of England. Elizabeth I even led the Golden Age of England. Henry VIII is the historical paradox of a learned humanist who became a tyrant, a defender of the faith that divided the church. His story teaches how dangerous it is when absolute power meets personal obsession, and how one man's decision can change the course of history for millions. Her legacy is not just 6 wives, but a nation that was changed forever.